here's a giant thank you to all my Patreon members. Your support is greatly appreciated.
What's up, guys? Nova Joe back again with another EDF6 video, and today I wanted to take a look at the Fencer, a character that I don't play as a whole lot, and because of such I don't make a lot of videos about the Fencer, but I know there's a lot of you out there who love the Fencer. And so I just playing around, haven't read about any of this stuff online. This was just me playing around, goofing around with different things, and I have come up with what I believe to be one of the most powerful setups for the Fencer. This is an excellent setup for indoor missions, especially like cave missions and inside building missions, things like that. And it also, apparently, from what I'm getting ready to show you here, works really well outside. It's not as great outside as it is inside, but I just want to show you a setup here for the Fencer. It's not the perfect end-all be-all, but I find it to be excellent to use when you're wanting to destroy bosses, when you've got a whole bunch of acid-spitting insects coming at you. This setup is extremely powerful. This setup will allow you to stay relatively safe. Um, I mean, if I had to give it a percentage value of how safe you're going to be, I would say you're probably 90% safe with this setup in just about every scenario. That is just how much protection this setup will give you, as well as firepower. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look here at the Fencer in the setup that I'm talking about here. So first off, let's take a look at the equipment we got here, because this is what's going to make or break it for you when you're playing these missions. And this is great for Inferno. As you can see, I'm still pretty low armor with the Fencer. Only got 1900 points of armor, but it doesn't really matter because this setup blocks almost all, if not all, of the incoming damage coming towards you, providing they don't get behind you. And so those pieces of equipment are the Perfect Reflector level 102. Now this is a DLC 1 piece of equipment. It's the only DLC piece of equipment here. So if you can find a equivalent type shield that will reflect damage back like this one does, which I have not discovered yet. This is the only shield of its type that I've found so far. So I'm not sure if there's a base game shield that's like this, but I'll go into more detail here in just a minute. So the Perfect Reflector level 102, the Hellflame Revolver level 82, which obviously is a base game weapon. And then for equipment pieces is the Shield Protection Armor Y type level 81, and the Muzzle Stabilizer S-Type level 76. Well, actually, here I need to fix that because I've got the wrong muzzle stabilizer here. 1 second here. Let me go down here and fix this. Okay. So, just to give you guys some insight on what we're looking at here. This level 102 Perfect Reflector has the ability, when you hold in your L2 trigger, at least that's the setup I have, it sends out a pulse that just continues infinitely until your shield, basically reflector ammo, drains. And what this does is it will reflect back any incoming damage that is coming towards you. So you got a giant mama ant spitting her acid at you. When it hits this reflector beam, it will send it right back at her. This setup is amazing. So this reflector shield here, let me pull back up my translation on it. Let's see here. Okay. This one right here, the level 102 reflector, as you can see here, it's not completely maxed out, and so it only has 379 points of armor reflective ammo. That's what I'm going to call it here. 379 points of it. So as you can see, it can be leveled up more, but as of right now, it only has 379 points. But like I said, those 379 points will reflect. It doesn't tick down too fast, so it will last you a little bit. But that is only if you attach the right piece of equipment to it. So it has 379 points of reflecting ammo, basically, and it sends out this beam. It's what it does. It's just a constant beam. So you just hold out L2 and it just sends out this constant, not beam, but a wave of reflecting, uh, I don't know what you'd call it. Like it's just this pulse. There we go. It's a reflective pulse. So we've got that, and it's automatic. Once you hold in L2, it just keeps going. You don't have to keep pulling the trigger or anything. All right, now here's the kicker for, like I said, the next two pieces of equipment, because they're going to be what makes a huge difference here. All right, like I said, the shield protection armor Y type level 81 and the muzzle stabilizer S type level 76. So let's go over here and look at the level 81. Okay, now what this one does, guys, is it boosts your shield durability by 400%. So that 379 points of shield durability, which I like to call reflective pulse ammo, it actually um, it increases that by 400%. So you'll have over 1,000 points of that when you start out. Plus, this increases your shield defense angle by 60 degrees. So it enhances the angle at which you can reflect back damage by 60 degrees, thus increasing your coverage, your protective coverage. This thing is amazing. It's amazing. It doesn't protect you 100%. If something gets behind you, it can hurt you pretty bad. But as long as you are watching and making sure stuff doesn't get behind you too much, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. The next piece of equipment is the muzzle stabilizer, level 76. And what that does is it gives you recoil reduction of 100%. And this is going to help with your Hellflame revolver so that it's not jumping up to the sky every time you hold the trigger down. So with this setup, you have got a reflective pulse shield that's automatic when you hold in the trigger. When you equip the shield protection armor Y-type level 81, it will boost your shield armor, which, like I said, I also call it the reflective pulse ammo. It will increase that by 400% and give you a 60% increase to your shield defense angle. And then when you equip the muzzle stabilizer S-type level 76, that will give you 100% recoil reduction that will keep your gun from jumping up. So you're going to have full control over your Hellflame revolver. You're going to have a shield that is going to have over 1,000 points of reflective pulse ammo. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm just going to keep calling it that. It is an amazing setup, guys. This devastates. I would be willing to say this is very overpowered. This is a very overpowered setup, and you're going to see in just a minute here when I take you to level 126, one of the high tier levels in the base game, just how devastating this is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out level 126 on Inferno with the Fencer using this setup. All right, here we go. Now this is obviously a very open level, so you wouldn't think this would work, but you will be surprised just how effective this is. As you can see, the Hellflame revolver has a good range to it, so you're able to throw a whole bunch of hot lava right straight down Main Street here. So, all right, now as they get closer, then you're going to use your reflective shield here, and as you're going to see, it acts like a gun. It uses ammo, as you can see in the bottom left corner. But watch this. Look at that. It is throwing that acid right straight back at Mama Ant there. It's throwing back all the little ants' acid back at them too. And it is just flat out devastating, as you can see here. So yeah, jump back a little bit, keep them in front of you, and just keep on throwing that flame right straight into the masses, because it'll burn right through them fast. Plus, like I said, their attacks are going to get reflected back, which is just added damage. So as you can see, we have torn through a huge portion of this. Now, also with this setup, guys, you can see that the Fencer does not have the ability to dash, but he does have the ability to jump. And with this setup, he can jump twice, so that will help you with your mobility some, because he doesn't move very fast with this setup. He has his normal walking speed. That's not reduced. Um, but look at this. Look, the first giant boss is gone. But yeah, as you can see here, he can walk, he can jump, so you do have the mobility. And when you jump, his weapon acquisition ring or his acquisition ring will open up, and it'll pick up boxes as you're jumping. So there you go. I'm jumping and picking up boxes there. Okay, we have another boss coming here in just a second. And this is just, as you can see here, you don't even have to touch the ground to pick up those boxes. As long as your ring is out underneath of you, even if you're in the air, it will pick up the boxes. So that helps you compared to like EDF 4.1, where you had to actually touch the boxes. I mean, so they've even fixed that in 5, obviously. But it's just even better here, too. So there we go. Now, this is where you would think this is not going to work. But you will be surprised that it does, because it will throw their webs back at them too. Here we go. Here comes Ball Spider. And there we go, reflecting back. And it does a great job of protecting you from the sides. So that's why this is so good, is it protects you from the front, it protects you from the sides. And the Hellflame Revolver has a quick reload on it too, so you don't have to worry about waiting forever for it to reload. And look at the ammo there of the shield. It is we're I still got a ton of it left, so we're able to just continue to pour that damage back into the enemies and reflect their webs right back at them. Look at that mess. You would think I'm going to be dead here in just a minute. I'm going to be toasted with 1,900 points of armor. I'm not going to survive this. But just look. Just look. Now, like I said, be careful. You do not want one getting behind you. So jump back a little bit. Keep them in front of you as best as possible. And just burn straight through them. There we go. That giant is gone. Time for the second giant spider. Alright, there we go. Sorry guys, my recording room is right next to my children's classroom, so you're picking up my wife, who is their teacher, obviously, and you're picking up their conversation, so I do apologize for that. I do not have sound dampening material in my room, so we're just have to do what we can. All right, there we go. Shield, trying to reload this shield because the next batch is gold ants and silver spiders. So these are a lot more potent enemies coming our way. So just keep your eye on that mini-map. Here comes one right now. There we go. And while you probably would be fine just to switch your weapon over and not reload, I like to play it safe, because you might get into a situation where you run out of shield in one of them and then need to flip over to the other one. So there we go, reflecting back. That silver spider, I mean, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. And there is one behind me, so I got to be careful. I got to be real careful here. Okay, there we go. Move out of the way. Okay. Alright. Alright. There's another one. Being extremely careful. Do not want one of those to get back. If you notice there, that gold ant, it reflects its acid right back at it, just like that. Instant kill. If their acid hits them, they're dead. Alright, we are almost done. Burning through these guys with no problem. Just don't get cocky. Don't try to run in there when you got like one ant left. Unless you have a full shield there. Like, there you go. I flipped over there because there's only one ant left, and I don't want to hit him with the revolver, but at the same time I got to keep him in front of me, and I'm trying to grab these these weapon boxes, so that I can get some new weapons for the Fencer, because like I said, I don't play with him very much. Alright, keep spinning, looking, because as soon as, oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. So let's grab this box real quick. And as you can see, because you primarily stay in the same area, the vast majority of the boxes are in that area too, so they're not spread out all over the city if you're using a weapon that a far-reaching projectile weapon. So, Alright guys, there you go. That was mission 126 on Inferno using what I believe to be the ultimate fencer setup. Obviously you can play with the weaponry, but that shield is going to be what is the game changer for you. So alright guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please comment down below, and if you're new to the channel and like the content, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Also, for those of you who would like to support the channel, you can at patreon.com/EDF Central. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, take care, God bless, and keep on gaming. I'll be back with more EDF content in the near future.